Hi, today I'm explaining about other tools in Illustrator. Okay, so create new. It can be anything, the size one. So make it 4 A4. Okay. So before class, I already explained you about this mesh tool. Okay. So now we are at gradient tool. Okay, so gradient tool generally the blending colors, we can use blending color instead of plain color. Sometimes we have to use these as per our requirement. Suppose this is our box. Okay, in default it is giving with a black outline and the white fill color. So I'm changing this to something red. Okay, now here I want to add gradient color for this. Okay, so just you can click on the double click on that and you will get the gradient tool, or otherwise so there is a gradient tool here. Okay, suppose in this if you don't find here, okay, so from window click on the gradient, otherwise control F9. Okay, so gradient, this is okay. Now the default it is showing in black and white. You can click on that. Okay, and now if you want one more the bucket, okay, you can click here, you'll get that, and double click on that, you get the swatches. Go with any color. Okay, and here also you can double click on that and give yellow. Okay, and here double click on that and give this color. Okay, these are the color different swatches, and here the color palette is there. Okay, so you can move this, you can add here, observe the box here, you can move, and the same way the gradient slider you can move. So as per that, this box also changing colors, the gradient slider you can adjust. So, okay, so naturally you can adjust. Okay, and here opacity also there, the particular color opacity you want some 20% only you want there. Okay, see the color is almost gone, the transparency also showing that. The same way can use what percentage you want, you can. So time being I'm using this 100. Okay, and here the location, suppose here see the color location, it is 70% only, and here it is 30% this side. Okay, and here it is 90% this side. Okay, and suppose 50% means that side, exactly that center. Okay, and suppose if you don't want this color, just you can drag down. Okay, and again click, you will get, and you can use any color, red color here. I'm adding red color, suppose this color. You can move this, otherwise select this and you can click on the delete, automatically it can delete, or otherwise you can drag down also. So between these two, okay, this slider you can move this slider as per that. As per that this color the blendingness can create. Okay, and here the other options here, the angle, check the, suppose 60% angle, it is turning, if you observe there, -120, and here the +60. Sometimes we want this color angles. Suppose here make it 0. Okay, and the same way here there are linear and radial gradients. So default it is showing linear, and here I'm using radial. So radial is can create from circle. Okay, and here also you can give that value. Suppose here you can check this. Suppose this is 800, suppose this is 100. So it is showing that aspect ratio it is showing, and here and again the angles also there. Okay, suppose it is 0. Okay, and then you can increase and decrease this the radialness. See, so between these I want one more color, so that can be make it something this color. Okay, here you can adjust this for the smooth gradientness. See, there is a center is yellow, but you want this the other side, and this is coming this side. Okay, and suppose this green, you can drag this and you can move this to that side. So we are changing color gradient slider. So, and even you can move this and adjust as per your requirement. Okay, so this is, if you don't want this, you can drag down. Now between these two we are getting this. Okay, suppose you click there, here we'll get this the color bar, so gradient bar. Okay, so you can move this black anywhere. Okay, so as per your movements, this is also moving. Okay, and there here the rotation also there, the same rotation manually we use it, and here the widthness and thickness. Okay, see that the spreadness of the color, how you want. So these are all as per our some requirements. As per our requirement, sometimes we change all these things. Okay, so depends on our requirement to use all those things. So just basically this gradient colors we use for the realistic for flowers, objects. If you want to use there, generally we can apply this. Otherwise plain colors we use. Anyway, it depends on the subject and concept we have to use. Okay. So then keep this side. And the same way you can apply gradient for the outline also. Suppose here I am applying the same gradient for the outline also. Here see, yes, suppose here yeah, this is what for the outline. You can use this. Yes, it is applying for the outline. Okay, So this is for fill color, and suppose this is outline color. So because the outline thickness is that much only, so it is not affecting on that. Okay, this stroke color, if you change this, you'll understand. Yes, the two these gradients. Now this is excellent. Okay, so sometimes we want this kind of outline gradients also. You keep this side, and this outline better to give one color. Okay, keep this side. Now the next tool is this. I'm using this eyedropper tool. Yes, eyedropper tool generally to match colors we use. Suppose here I'm copying this by pressing Alt, okay, and the colors I'm giving these colors. Yes, this is my box, and here again I'm copying this by pressing Alt. Okay, these are the two, and here there is no color. So generally what we do, select this, and with eyedropper tool the shortcut is I. Okay, this is selected, and then click on this. Automatically this color is adding to that. Okay, so this is we know this. Okay, then here what I'm doing, just drag this and copy here. Okay, you select this and eyedropper tool, and suppose here I'm using eyedropper tool and click on that, is automatically copying this color. Okay, Control Z, automatically copying this color, but it is not copying exactly the way. Suppose Control Z, press Shift, and here I'm choosing the color. The red portion, it is maximum, it is taking the color, the pixelness depends on the color pixelness, it is taking the color. Okay, by pressing Shift you are changing that. See, press Shift, okay, and suppose the maximum, the pink color is there, but here I am clicking, so only that portion, the color pixels it is taking. And suppose here again Shift and press here, so that much, that those colors only, that pixel, the color pixels only it is taking as a copying into copy. Okay, so then now what I'll do, select this, and suppose by pressing Alt, okay, first to press I to get the eyedropper tool. Now press Alt and check this color. See, this is copy to that side, copy to that side, and Control Z. Okay, and now can select this color, select this box. After selecting that box, press eyedropper tool. Now press Alt and click here. Suppose it is not there because the color is not there, so for time being I'll give some color, otherwise you can delete this and you can move here. Yes, okay. Now with the eyedropper tool you click there, so it is copying this side, but now what I'll do, select this one and press eyedropper tool, and by pressing Alt, see, it is not selected. Yeah, here some changes you have to do. Suppose double click on that tool, appearance is there. Okay, so the transparency, everything is given the tick box. Yes, see now this as it is, this is copied. Okay, okay, after selecting this, make eyedropper tool and you can copy there, and it is giving that side, and now you can click this side or right side, and it is copying from left side. Okay, so sometimes depends on our requirement, we have to use this. The same way here, there are options here. Suppose the focal stroke, okay, suppose the stroke, untick that and save OK, and okay, you can zoom this. And now change this color into red. Okay, and now you can click this and press eyedropper tool, and you can give this. Suppose here I'm giving the stroke color is something like green. No, the stroke color here, yes, this is. Now check it what happened with the eyedropper tool. I'm copying this, okay, but the outline is not changing. Okay, and suppose eyedropper is picking this color, but the remaining, the green outline will be the same. The reason is here, in eyedropper option, so untick this. Suppose you can tick now, and now you can take with the eyedropper tool, it is including color and outline also, it is copying and applying to other side. Now the same way, you can double click now, and suppose now what we'll do, character style, yeah, we use here. Yes, here what I'll do, I'm creating one box here, okay, I don't want color, I can remove that. This outline also, just I want only one. Okay, now here I'm using area type tool. So with area type tool, just click on that, I'm filling colors, filling text in that. Okay, yes, so this is in left alignment. Check the alignment, it is in left. So I'm taking the copy of this by pressing Alt, keep there. Now what I'm doing, I'm changing this into suppose center alignment. So this is the center alignment and this is left alignment. So you can change this. Suppose the text color also give some red. Okay, and now with the eyedropper tool, simply the eyedropper tool, select this, and with eyedropper tool you can select on this. See, including alignment also changing with the text color. Okay. Okay, now what I'll do, double click on that paragraph style untick and say okay now, and you can click on this. See, paragraph style still it is maintaining center element, but color changed. Okay, so this way we can use this eyedropper tool. So depends on the requirement, we have to use them. Okay, so keep this here. Yes, keep this. Now next that other tool is measuring tool. See, measuring tool is it is simply like a scale tool. The scale, what we do, we measure. Okay, height and width. The same way here also we can measure. Suppose draw this box. Okay, check the measurements. Okay, to understand that, first the information panel we get from window. From window, click on the information panel. Okay, so this is our information panel, and if you observe this box width and height, it is showing the width to 62.31 mm, height to 33.161. okay, if I drag this, you can observe here only the width only changing. The width instead of 62, it can be 88 point something 416. Okay, the same way here I'll drag the improve the height. Instead of that 33, now it is changing into 43. Okay, the same way here this measuring tool, so it is already height to 43 point something. Okay, you can drag this up to here. Now see, it is showing the same. If it is a center 22, it is showing, but up to the whole box it is showing 43. So that means what? It is a measuring tool like scale, and width already it is there. Suppose 88.416 is there. With this scale tool, measure tool, if you observe, it is also showing the same. Okay, yes, okay, the same measurement. And here suppose with this tool, see, I click this one. Okay, the distance so 88.416 already in default showing, but angle is 0 here. Suppose from that corner to this corner, I'm using this measure tool. Now the angle is -154. Okay, and now from that corner to this corner, come here, it is showing -25.58 degrees. Okay, and only this much only I'm taking. See, so that means what? You can measure your objects with this. Okay, so these are the simple tools. Yes. Okay, so today we studied these 3 tools. These are these are gradient tool, okay, and the inside there is a eyedropper tool and measuring tool. Okay, so tomorrow I'll explain about other tools in Illustrator. Okay, you also have to practice this, and if you have any doubt, please ask. Okay, so thank you.